it.
It's time for our 70th year of baseline-to-baseline coverage of the Boys State High School basketball tournament. Here we've got Class A semifinal action. The Mayor Lutheran Crusaders, the number 1 seed, and Russell Tyler Ruthven, the Knights, who have to feel a little upset that they, with 1 loss, are the number 4 seed in the tournament. Our broadcast, a service of H&R Block, with services in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. By Garlic's Water Conditioning of Faribault, Matt Mering Auction Service in Kenyon. Also by Cashwise Foods of Owatonna. Cannon Valley Water is in Dundas. They're part of Water Systems Company of Southern Minnesota. Taji Jewelry in downtown Kenyon. The Gusty Basketball and Leadership Camp, St. Peter. By Pine Island Lumber, they want to be your lumber yard, and the Goodhue County ADA. Roy Koenig is going to have this game. I'll have the next game. And Roy, it's been a lot of fun. I'm sure you had a lot of fun over at
The Barn.
Williams Arena.
It's a great place to do a game and multiple games from. A different angle, being up in the second level as opposed to being courtside here at Target Center. They're all fun. And even though some of those games over there over the last couple of days haven't come down to the wire or gone triple overtime, as you had the pleasure to take in, even if some of those games don't come right down to the wire, they're still fun. It's just great to take it all in, even if a team wins in running time, as I saw once yesterday with that club out of northern Minnesota, Northwoods. But it's exciting to be here at the tournament, and now we're down to the Final Four day for single A and double A. This should be great.
Looking forward to it. And I know you've been doing a lot of studying here of these two teams, so tell us about them.
Well, the game we're getting all set for here is Mayor Lutheran, who is the top seed in the tournament, but interestingly enough, number 5 rated in the state in the poll. And Russell Tyler Ruthven, who is the number 4 seeded team and the number 3 ranked team. So it's interesting as far as that part goes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't RTR knock off the number 1 ranked Springfield to get here?
I think it was actually Mayor Lutheran that knocked off the number 1 Springfield.
Right.
Yeah. So there again would be, Mayor Lutheran has to feel, and I know those rankings are all just for fun, but to be number 5 ranked, they certainly got the respect of the other coaches to get the number 1 seed. But Mayor Lutheran, 71-40 victory yesterday over Mahnomen-Waubun. That game was very much in their control all the way through. They led 39-18 at the half and shot about 50% in the game, so they won 71-40. And then you had, as the second game, Russell Tyler Ruthven in the 4-5 seeded game, which sometimes you'd expect that to be one of your closest games in the quarterfinal round. And Russell Tyler Ruthven kind of put things away with Hinckley Finlayson winning that game 87-70, shot nearly 60% in the game. Really put things away in the second half from the free throw line. As I recall, they were up by double digits at the break, and Hinckley Finlayson got within maybe 7 or 9 a few times in the second half, but really never could get all that close because RTR started hitting their free throws. And so two great teams are going to go head-to-head here. Russell Tyler Ruthven, 31-1, and Mayor Lutheran at 28-3, with their losses all coming to very good teams such as Minnehaha Academy, Jordan, who's here at the state tournament in AA, and St. Paul Johnson, a big school. So they might have 3 losses, but very quality losses, if you will, for Mayor Lutheran.
Absolutely. They were a good football team. They knocked out Faribault Bethlehem Academy in the playoffs, went on and had a deep run in the playoffs, too, didn't they, in football? Memory serves me right?
Yeah, I think so. So it's a good program all the way through. Good program. Absolutely. So, second game today, which you're getting all set for, Northwoods. There's a team that didn't get a lot of respect last season, unseeded. They went on to finish as the runner-up, and then this year they get the number 2 seed, and they kind of sailed on by Heritage Christian. I saw that game.
Ranked pretty much number 2 all year, Class A.
So a lot of respect for Northwoods all season long, and Cass Lake Bena, only double overtime for them to advance into the other Class A semifinal yesterday over Rushford Peterson.
Yeah. I was monitoring that game during my broadcast, and Rushford Peterson was down by 6, I know, with around 2 minutes to go. So they made a flurry to get it into overtime. There was a last-second shot that got it into overtime and a last-second shot that got it into the second overtime by Rushford Peterson.
You were here to see the games. I know we're getting the things set for Class A and Class AA, but in AAA there was certainly some excitement and some upsets here at Target Center yesterday, and I imagine you saw some of those games.
Yeah, the end of De La Salle's reign.
Yeah.
We're going to have a brand new Class 3A champion, and I know Austin came on the floor, like I said in my post at KDHLradio.com this morning. They look giddy coming on the floor because they just saw De La Salle get knocked off, and they're thinking, wow, because remember that 6-year reign, Austin lost 3 times to them in the championship game. So I'm sure they thought, okay, here we go. We're going to go to the championship game. We're going to win it this year, and it didn't happen. Delano's very good.
Yeah, Delano knocked off Mankato East in the quarterfinals, and they take out another Big 9 team, Austin, yesterday in the semifinals. So Delano, only 20-11 on the season. They'll play for the state championship tomorrow night.
Yep, they beat Austin 80-68, and, of course, Columbia Heights 71-69 over De La Salle. De La Salle, frankly, just jacked up too many threes. No offense to the Travis Bledsoe, their current head coach, their first-year head coach, but if Dave Thorson were there, I don't think he would have allowed that.
So that was kind of a difference there in that game, huh?
Well,
one of them, one of the differences.
Look at the stats. I've got them up on our website.
Okay.
KDHLradio.com.
But
they were woeful from three-point range.
I spent a lot of the time today looking at those single-A and double-A teams and stats, so I didn't quite get around to triple-A yet.
Lakeville North last night was 1 for 17 from three-point range.
I did see that stat.
Otherwise, they might be playing for a state championship.
Yeah. Now, I understand Trey Jones was good, but not spectacular. A good supporting cast?
I'd say he had a double-double. He's more than good. 7 assists, double-double.
Okay.
8 for 8 at the free throw line down the stretch when, Lakeville North was within a point. And then they miss a shot. It's late in the game. They have to foul, and who's got the ball in his hands?
Mr. Jones.
And he made every free throw he shot, so.
Well, maybe he played better than some media people made it out to be.
Well, they're thinking of last year when he just went off and, multiple 30-point games and double-digit rebounds. And I don't know. He's got a little more of a supporting cast maybe this year.
So they will play for the state championship in the late game tomorrow. So Russell, Tyler Ruthden, and Mayor Lutheran getting set to go here, and Mayor Lutheran has come out onto the floor, the Crusaders.
Before we get to that game, though, Roy, wait till you see Calvin Wishart, one of the Mr. Basketball finalists for Delano. Oh, my gosh, he's good.
I've heard about him and seen his stats for the first 2 games, so I am very curious to see him.
And Gabe Kelcher for De La Salle did not have a very good game yesterday. Future golfer.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe they needed to play that semifinal at Williams Arena where it's going to become his home. Maybe he's better on that floor.
But Mr. Oturu, the other golfer from Cretin-Derham Hall, was lights out good. He took the team on his back and he made all but about 3 field goals, I think, for the team the whole second half. It was Mr. Oturu.
19 of his 24 points in the second half for Cretin-Derham Hall. And 0...
Well, Oturu is an O on it.
Oturu.
I was about ready to say that, maybe they made Cheerios. Oturu, never mind. That was bad.
So, with Mayor Lutheran, 28-3, number 5 rated, second appearance here at the state tournament. They were here in 2000. Russell, Tyler Ruthden, they won back-to-back championships in 04 and 05. So these kids would have been pretty young for that, but no doubt they would have been youngsters sitting in the crowd or welcoming them back home after a state championship, so they know what it's about at RTR.
Yes, they do. I seem to recall in the late 80s, I'm going to have to look this up, they played Owatonna in the late 80s, one of those state championships Owatonna.
Really?
Somewhere along that run, I remember them playing RTR.
All right, well, RTR was runner-up in 89. Owatonna won a state championship in 89.
Well, there you go. That tells you what that's all about. See the memory I got there?
That is awesome, Gordy.
I remember because, well, no, I won't tell you why I remember.
And they were also a runner-up in 88. So Russell Tyler Ruthden has some pretty good history. In fact, Tyler was here in 1924.
Well, didn't Owatonna win back-to-back championships then? They had Colander and Broik and those guys.
Yep, Randall was there, current principal.
I love Broik. He was my favorite player on that team.
Well, you were, and I got to Owatonna just after they came through, so I didn't really get to see them play, unfortunately, but fortunately you did, and you know all about them. So, should I take you through the lineups here? Do we want to do that?
Sure.
All right.
Starting lineup, service of Mering Auction Company, Kenyon. Nobody does farm or real estate auctions better. When you're thinking about having a farm or real estate auction, start by contacting meringauction.com.
Well, the number 5 ranked Mayor Lutheran and the number 3 ranked Russell Tyler Ruthden. I want to familiarize myself. The home team on the scoreboard will be RTR. So in that case, Mayor Lutheran is in essence the visitor for this game. They'll be starting at a guard, a 6-foot senior number 3, Brandon Carlson. And at a guard, a 6'2" senior number 5, Kobe Woolhouse. Another guard is a 6'6" junior number 23, Braden Nenning. At a forward, a 6'1" senior wearing lucky number 13, Matt Menth. And at center, a 6'7" senior wearing number 22, Garrett Chernagel. So Carlson, Nenning, Woolhouse, Menth, and Chernagel for Mayor Lutheran. They're the Crusaders, coached by Patrick Buchanan in his 5th season. And for Russell Tyler Ruthden, the Knights, 31-1 on the season. Starting at a guard for them is a 6'1" senior number 10, Jonah Johnson. And a 6-foot junior guard, number 22, Carter Hansen. At another guard is a 6'1" junior, number 32, Cooper Hansen. At a forward, a 6'1" senior, number 24, Garrett Kern. And at a forward, a 6'1" senior, number 42, Weston Kirk. For RTR, both Kirk and Kern made it to 1,000 career points on back-to-back nights during the regular season, Kirk and Kern. And for Mayor Lutheran, Woolhouse and Nenning both made it to 1,000 points this season. So some very big milestones for those individuals. Mayor Lutheran has a record number of victories on the season. Their 28 wins is more than ever before in school history. In fact, even 27 was a school record already. And Mayor Lutheran is a team loaded with athletes. Woolhouse, starting guard. He's going to play basketball at Northwestern of St. Paul. Menth, who is a starting forward. He'll be a football player for Dordt College in Sioux Center, Iowa. Hagan, who actually comes in off the bench, he's going to run track and field or participate in track and field at Southwest Minnesota State. Carlson, he'll play football at Minnesota Morris. Bauman, who comes in off the bench as well, he'll play baseball at Minnesota Morris. And Nenning is being recruited to play one sport or another. So this Mayor Lutheran team, and Gordy, you and I talked about it, this is a team that, a school system that's very good athletically, and from basketball to football to baseball to track and field.
They won the volleyball championship.
That's all they did, won the championship. So in all sorts of different sports, Mayor Lutheran has things going pretty well for them. So starters are being introduced. Ted Kern, by the way, is the head coach for RTR in his 14th season. And I mentioned that Patrick Buchanan is the head coach for Mayor Lutheran in his 5th season. He was coach for, I think it was Bloomington Kennedy girls at one point in time in the near past. Teams have been introduced. We're about to have a national anthem, which I think we have the capabilities of presenting live on the air. I would certainly hope so. Statistics would include Mayor Lutheran, 69 points per game, giving up 55. RTR, 71 points a game, giving up just 44. Stats during the course of today's game and the 70th year of coverage of the State Boys Basketball Tournament on KDHL, a service of H&R Block of Lakeville, Owatonna, and Faribault. Don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won.
And now, fans, we ask that you please rise and please remove your hats. This afternoon, we will honor America with the playing of our national anthem under the direction of Lori Lee Mullica, the Russell Tyler Ruthden Band.
Nice job by the Russell Tyler Ruthven Band. Had some singing mixed in there as well as we get set for the start of this first Class A semifinal. Roy Koenig alongside Gordy Kosfeld alongside the court here at Target Center. Russell Tyler Ruthven, 54% shooting on the season, 31% on threes. Mayor Lutheran, 44% shooting overall, 32% on threes. Each team scores about 70, just mentioned that. Russell Tyler Ruthven, though, very good defensively, only giving up about 44 points per game. Each of these teams had to go through some tough teams to get here. Russell Tyler Ruthven beating highly ranked Minneota in the section final. After losing to them, their only loss during the regular season. Mayor Lutheran had to go through several top-ranked teams in Class A. And here we go, we're underway. Wearing white is Mayor Lutheran. They're going from left to right in front of us. And Russell Tyler Ruthven is in the blue with the gray numbers. There's alley-hoop, backdoor kind of play, but a pass was well short of the intended target, and Kirk comes up with the steal for RTR. Kirk and Kern, Hansen, Johnson for Russell Tyler Ruthven on their first possession of this Class A semifinal. Pull up the free throw line, missed the shot. Rebound torn down by Nenning. He had 8 rebounds yesterday, averages 8 rebounds per game as it is for a team that is, I guess, a +3 in rebounding. That ball went partway into the hole and came out. So a turnover and a missed shot for Mayor Lutheran to start things off 0-0 on the Garlick's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard. Log on to garlicswater.com for a no-hassle, no-obligation quote or water analysis. Hook shot missed. Rebound is quite the battle, and it is won by Chernagle and the Crusaders. Goes cross court to Menth. Delivers it into the corner. Baseline move. Back outside to Menth. And the three-pointer misses. Rebounded by the RTR Knights. Stutter step, drive, float, shot, up and good. First points of the day belong to Cooper Hansen. Cooper Hansen and Russell Tyler Ruthven score first. Hansen averages 11 points per game. Russell Tyler Ruthven looking to trap the ball handler, but Carlson sprints by them, passes it into the corner. A little looper up and around and off. As Mayor Lutheran has had a couple of good looks that didn't go in. Fast break the other way. There'll be an offensive foul against Kern.
Even tried to avoid him.
Russell Tyler Ruthven does like to run it. They do a lot of quick outlet passes. They ran the floor pretty well yesterday on their way to 87 points. But first foul goes against.
Started out in a man, and now they got this 2-1-2 trap.
Carlson breaks that easily enough. He's going to take it all the way in. In fact, scoop shot misses. It's rebounded by Kern. Mayor Lutheran has had some good looks again. Good look, good move to the basket. Now at the other end, Russell Tyler Ruthven, who leads this game 2-0, just over 2 minutes in. Hook down low on the baseline, faking once. Can't quite get that shot over the top of the 6'7" Chernagle, and Mayor Lutheran comes away with the ball. This will be Carlson. Passes low post, turn around in the lane, and my goodness, they could not buy a basket. Chernagle was 4 feet away and missed. To the other end, Hansen. There's a Cooper and a Carter Hansen. Kern with the basketball, drives into the lane, floats, he misses his shot, rebounded by Chernagle.
You didn't use glass down here. You got to use glass when you're by the basket.
Well, and maybe that's the mistake these teams are making right now. There's another attempt without glass that misses. Getting his own rebound is Woolhouse. He'll put that one back up, and that was affected on the shot. Hansen gets the rebound. We've gone 3 minutes. It's 2-0. Russell Tyler Ruthven leading over Mayor Lutheran. RTR with the lead. Free throw line extended on the right side. Johnson behind the back dribble. Trying to jab at the ball and getting called on the foul by doing so is Kobe Woolhouse. Later on today, we'll have at the conclusion of the broadcast the Taji Jewelry player or players of the game. And right now, we're going to take an opportunity here from some of our fine sponsors with a 2-0 lead. Over 3 minutes in, Russell Tyler Ruthven leads 2-0 over Mayor Lutheran. We're back in 1 minute on KDHL.
All right, America. H&R Block has some good news. For a limited time only, you could get a refund advance loan of up to $3,000 the same day you file at Block. That's right. You could get up to $3,000 today. No interest. Told you it was good news. To learn more or find participating locations near you, visit hrblock.com. Get your taxes won. Optional tax refund related loan from B of I Federal Bank. Not your tax refund. $500, $750, $1,250, or $3,000 loans offered. Approval and loan amount based on expected refund and other conditions. Funds loaded on prepaid card. Tax returns may be e-filed without applying for this loan. Fees for other products or features may apply.
Hi, this is Chris from Garlic's Water. Are you fed up with fighting rust stains and hard water problems at home? We have a system that can solve all your headaches. A Kinetico water system. We have a wide range of Kinetico water systems to fix any problem, big or small. Give me a call at 800-722-1282 or go online at garlicswater.com and let me show you what I can do to help. At Garlic's Water, your water has never been treated so well.
Garlic's Water.
Nice crowd here at Target Center. The lower bowl between the baselines is fairly full on both sides of the court. Russell Tyler Ruthven to put it into play. It is skipped into the hands of Carter Hansen. Hansen on the left to right hand dribble. And defense by Mayer Lutheran. Hansen works to his left. Fighting through a screen was Woolhouse to stay on him. Tosses it to the top of the key. That's Kern. Kern drives, dishes down low. Kirk kind of creates a little bit of space for himself. Missed the shot. And then an offensive rebound. That one went in and out. We got a foul whistled on the play. Sounds like it's going to be, it looks like it's going to be an inbound here. And we will continue to ride along 2-0. That's it, 2-0. Russell Tyler Ruthven. 3 minutes and over 3:30 into the first half. And the foul on Mayer Lutheran was on 22, Chernagel. Chernagel called on the foul. Russell Tyler Ruthven will bring the ball out. Hansen dribbles in against Woolhouse. Gives to his right side to Kern. Kern, nice pass. Backdoor, low post. Weston Kirk banks it in. So 4-0. And then Russell Tyler Ruthven with that zone defense into the front court. Goes high to Nenning. Nenning's pass is intercepted. Oh, boy, what a play by Jonah Johnson. And then a deflection comes all the way over here. And Russell Tyler Ruthven will maintain possession of the ball. And they have changed who it went out of bounds off of. It is Mayer Lutheran that has the ball. So Russell Tyler Ruthven turns it over after creating a turnover. Mayer Lutheran looks back to the coach, Coach Buchanan. Pass left side, drive. That goes off RTR player, and they come up with the steal. Running ahead, fast break to the basket. Finger roll off glass for Carter Hansen. 6-0. Russell Tyler Ruthven with the lead. They trap, pass to Woolhouse. He gets into the front court, stops at the free throw circle, gives it off. My goodness. Nenning was at the hoop, tried to set it in, and it came off the back rim, came off. Still 0 in shooting. 6-0 RTR with the lead in this Class A semifinal. Hansen goes down low, and there's a foul drawn by Weston Kirk. He'll go to the free throw line. .22. Oh, wow. 2 on Chernagel already. We get our first sub into the game as the free throw is made by Kirk. Not only subs, but chicken and even pizza, plus they cater. Cash-Wise Foods in Owatonna. They've got the Taste of Easter today, 3:30 to 6:30, and tomorrow, 11 to 2. All those great samples in different departments at Cash-Wise Foods Owatonna. Second free throw misses. Still, it's a 7-0 start for Russell Tyler Ruthven. Woolhouse will cross the timeline, picked up by Hansen. Sprints ahead, pulls up, passes right of the lane. Shot off glass, missed. Backside rebound taken down by Kern. RTR into the front court. Little jukes by Hansen. Ball into the corner. Move to the lane. And nice job. A driving layup for Carter Hansen. Hansen averages 11 a game, had 16 in yesterday's win. And it's 9-0 Russell Tyler Ruthven. Here's a three to break the shutout. In and out. Rebounded by RTR Cooper Hansen. And Mayer Lutheran finds themselves in a pretty significant hole here, 9-0, and a baseline shot over everything. Had a player in his face. Ball is saved by Nenning. Then he gets trapped on the baseline. Pass intercepted. And Russell Tyler Ruthven, a three-point look from the left, misses. Rebounded by Woolhouse. We have 12 minutes to go in the first half. 9-0 RTR, but has not made a shot yet. Here's a driving opportunity, and now we get a foul. And also looks Weston Kirk might be a little bit injured. He gets up very gingerly. He is the one that will get called on the foul, and will offer an opportunity to get their first point in the game from the free throw line.
They've had good looks. They can't blame it on not having good shots. They're just not falling. And around the basket, they're trying to throw them over the iron and not using glass, Roy.
Well, all that different perspective on things here to use the window might be a little helpful. The free throw is good for Carlson. Carlson 56 for 88 on free throws, and that is the first point of the game. It comes with 11:48 to go in the first half on the Garlics Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard. So it's 9-1. Russell Tyler Ruthven leading over Mayer Lutheran. Feltman getting set to come in. Coming in for the shooter, Brandon Carlson. Now, Carlson, I think, only had a point yesterday. He averages 8 points per game. Missed the second free throw, and it did not hit the rim, so it'll be an inbound play for Russell Tyler Ruthven and allow Feltman to check into the game. Brendan Feltman is a 5'10 junior. So 9-1. 9-1, Russell Tyler Ruthven. The winner advances to the championship game tomorrow at 11. The loser will play in the third place game at the Gangelhoff Center at Concordia St. Paul tomorrow. Johnson, spin move, up the lane, left side, leans in, missed the shot, offensive rebound, taken down by Kelly. Actually ends up with the ball. He's in off the bench. Sub into the game thanks to Cashwise Foods Owatonna. This RTR team only plays about 7 guys on a regular basis. Brett Kelly Jr. is one that is in the game. Hansen goes in. Ball got knocked away from him. Baseline shot taken and missed, and then it is out of bounds. Last touched apparently by Kelly as he and Feltman fought for that rebound.
Now, frankly, I've never understood why Class A has to play back-to-back-to-back days, and the big schools get a day off.
Yeah, and some of the Class A teams would have played fairly late into the day yesterday. Trying to grab and steal that inbound pass was Cooper Hansen. He ended up just deflecting it back out of bounds.
Cass Lake Bena played into the wee hours of last night.
Absolutely. They had the double overtime game with Rushford Peterson. Going to make it real tough for Rushford Peterson then after a disappointing loss and then coming back fairly early by comparison. Almost collected that ball off the noggin on the pass that came this direction. Nenning at the top of the key. He'll back off a little bit. Now drive in, bump pass to the corner. Woolhouse for 3. Boy, that was over everything. Picked up on this side by Carter Hansen. Still 9-1. Russell Tyler Ruthven, a 3 at the other end. Bounces off the rim. Offensive rebound, misses. Offensive rebound, misses off the heel. And it's Nenning who got that rebound, and then a timeout is taken.
Mayer Lutheran's coach taking a timeout because he wants a hoop on this possession.
So we've got a timeout on the floor on the Garlics Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard. No hassle, no obligation quote, water analysis, garlicswater.com. 9-1, Russell Tyler Ruthven over Mayer Lutheran. 10:32 to go in the first half. Back in 60 seconds on KDHL.
Tomorrow, you don't want to miss a very clean farm retirement auction in rural Claremont. Matt Maring's call starts 9:30 tomorrow morning at 10081 670th Street. Featured are John Deere tractors and a John Deere 9610 combine and John Deere planter, a Case skid loader, very clean farm grain trucks, tillage and spraying equipment. This equipment has been well cared for and is field ready. If you can't be there, bid online at maringauction.com.
I learned at an early age that teamwork is essential in our everyday lives. Hi, Brian Elwer, Store Director at Cashwise Foods Owatonna. From my early days in youth sports, right up to playing varsity basketball for the Austin Packers, being part of the team, regardless if it's sports, work, or even everyday life, brings us a sense of accomplishment. The team at Cashwise Foods Owatonna would like to congratulate all participating teams in this year's boys state basketball tournament and wish them all the best of luck. Cashwise Foods is Owatonna's low price leader.
So a timeout was taken by Mayer Lutheran as they are 0% shooting at this point. They have not made a field goal. 21% shooting on the part of Russell Tyler Ruthven, but it's good for a 9-1 lead. And then a shot is taken. It's a little short. I think they did use the glass that time, but it still came up short. Boy, you miss so many shots now. Now it starts to get into your head a little bit as well. Russell Tyler Ruthven into the front court. Pass down low, Kirk. Finds a cutter up the lane. Before the shot, we get a foul whistled. Be an inbound play for Russell Tyler Ruthven. RTR 31-1. They shot well yesterday, about 60%. 50% on the part of Mayer Lutheran in yesterday's game. But neither team has found much range yet, although 9-1 is the lead for Russell Tyler Ruthven. Holding the ball is Kirk. Puts it on the floor, then hands it off to Hansen. That's a Carter Hansen. Hansen back to Johnson. Johnson left-hand dribble. He'll hand it off to Kern, one of their big scorers. Kern was the Taji Jewelry player of the game yesterday for Russell Tyler Ruthven. We're down to 9.5 to go first half, 9-1 RTR. Things open up, move to the basket, off glass, off rim, no good by Hansen. It is rebounded by Caleb Winter. Caleb Winter in off the bench recently for Mayer Lutheran. A three-pointer comes off the heel of the rim. And a good fight by Winter saves the ball, but as he's throwing it in, it's grabbed by Cooper Hansen. Hansen takes it across the timeline. Hansen, who had 6 assists in yesterday's game, passes it to his left side. Now it's handed off to Johnson. Clock down to 9 minutes to go in the first half. It is still a 9-1 Russell Tyler Ruthven lead in this state Class A semifinal. Behind the back dribble. His defender fell down. He scoops it off glass, missed it. Offensive rebound and then a wraparound pass. Nobody home. He was trying to find Weston Kirk, but Kirk wasn't quite as close to the baseline as he had hoped, and it's a turnover on Russell Tyler Ruthven. 19% shooting for RTR, 0% shooting for Mayer Lutheran, yet they're only down 9-1. There's still 8.5 to go in the first half. Felton passes it over to Nenning. Nenning drives hard, corner. Here's Feltman with a shot. That's short. Had a man in his face. There's a good save by Woolhouse, but that's not the first time that Mayer Lutheran has saved the ball into the hands of an RTR player. Shoveled into the right corner. Here's a three-pointer from there. It's good. The first three of the ball game is hit by Garrett Kern. He had 74 three-pointers on the season. He had some yesterday as well. Here's a 2-on-1 break the other way for RTR. And missed it. Follow-up try is good, however. Offensive rebound and put-back basket for Cooper Hansen. Now, all of a sudden, it's 14-1, and there's another steal. And what an amazing behind-the-back pass as he's falling out of bounds. Got it down low to Hansen. Hansen, as he's fouled as he goes to the basket, and he'll go to the free throw line instead.
Mayer Lutheran certainly doesn't look like a number 1 seed, do they?
Yeah, no kidding. Number 1, indeed. Number 1 seed, number 5 ranked, but Russell Tyler Ruthven.
Crusaders are 0 for 12 from the field. Russell Tyler Ruthven's not exactly blistering the nets either. They're 6 for 24.
Free throw is good for Hansen after Jonah Johnson had certainly the pass of the day, one of the passes of the tournament as he was falling out of bounds. If only it had worked in as an assist, it would have been a highlight reel assist.
We're 12:07 into the half, and we got 31 rebounds total to tell you how bad the shooting is.
Yeah. So the free throw good, 15-1, 16-1, plus 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, 16-1. More than midway through this first half, 1 point for Mayer Lutheran. Woolhouse hurries into the front court. Quick pass to Chernagel, up, and they finally, it's Chernagel from Nenning actually. So it's 7:37 to go in the first half. They have their first field goal. It's 16-3, Russell Tyler Ruthven. RTR, team that likes to play fast, taking their time right now. Cutting into the lane was Johnson. Johnson finds a man in the corner. The shot is a little short. Rebound battled for. Offensive rebound up and in. And I think there's a foul in there as well. And Carter Hansen is going to go to the free throw line for the chance at an and one. Want to thank the Goodhue County ADA, reminding you to unleash dairy's potential with the power of protein. No milking of the clock at this early stage. 7:17 to go in the first half. Carlson on the foul on Mayer Lutheran. To the free throw line is Carter Hansen, about a 60% free throw shooter. And one is good. He is 3 for 3 today. And Hansen with 9 points. It's 19-3. Mayer Lutheran gets the ball into the front court. Driving to the basket with the knock-off glass, but it was too strong by Nenning. Russell Tyler Ruth did the rebound into the front court. Hansen. Carter Hansen splits the defense, gets down low, waits, and gets called on a travel. Traveling call on Hansen. He waited for the defender to fly by, but then shuffled his feet in the indication of the official. And looks like we have a timeout on the floor with 6:55 to go in the first half. Russell Tyler Ruthden 19-3 over Mayer Lutheran. You'll love a Connecticut water softener from Garlick's Water Conditioning in Faribault. And on the Garlick's scoreboard, it's 19-3. RTR leads, 6:55 to go in the first half. More basketball from the state Class A semifinals in 1 minute on KDHL.
Make it personal. Make it Taji Jewelry.
Awards by Taji and Kenyon can assist you in recognizing someone with plaques or trophies in a variety of styles and price ranges. Say thanks to a dedicated employee. Reward a son or daughter's accomplishments. Whatever the occasion, Taji Jewelry in Kenyon has the experience to assist in choosing the appropriate award. Teams throughout the area have used Awards by Taji because they know the service is unmatched and the price is right.
Water is the essential for all life. Water Systems Company Cannon Valley Water serves southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and western Wisconsin with the best water. Your choice of Candy Ojai purified water or Chippewa 100% spring water. Hot and cold coolers also available. Salt delivery provided for businesses or homes. The Hot Tap is awesome for hot chocolate teas or soups. Phone toll-free 888-452-0355. Dundas office is 645-8295.
19-3, Russell Tyler Ruthden leading over Mayer Lutheran. There's a shot, and a shot misses, and they get an offensive foul, a charging foul against Mayer Lutheran. Mayer Lutheran 1 for 14. Russell Tyler Ruthden 7 for 26. 1 for 5 on three-pointers, 0 for 5 for Mayer Lutheran. Rebounding 22-11 in favor of RTR. Stats presented by H&R Block of Lakeville, Owatonna, and Faribault. No computer program can possibly come up with every tax question. H&R Block. So, 19-3. Kirk has the ball. High post, gives it off to his right to Hansen. Cooper Hansen drives, slows down, uses up his dribble, now needs a little help, and he will hook it over the head of Carter Hansen, and it is a turnover. About 5, now 6 turnovers on the Knights. 8 turnovers on the Crusaders. Mayer Lutheran, dressed in white, black trim around red numbers, black, white, and red trim up the sides of the uniforms. Blue for RTR. There's a nice pass to Nenning, and Nenning will bank it in for his first 2 of the game. He had 17 in the quarterfinals and averages 18. 19-5, 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Using up the dribble is Hansen. Hansen goes to Hansen. Cooper dribbles through the free throw circle. Outside to Johnson. Johnson being very closely guarded by Ment. Gets around him, makes a athletic move to the baseline, and falls to the floor after he puts the shot up. Jonah Johnson with his first points. He averages 8 a game and scored 8 in the quarterfinal win over Hinkley Finlayson for RTR. Now it's 21-5. Into the left corner, this is Menth for 3. It's in and out. Menth is not necessarily a three-point shooter, but that was as close as any of his teammates have taken at this point, as the team is 0 for 6 on threes. Jump stop in the lane. The shot is short on the scoop. Quick release for Carlson. Carlson to the other end with a finger roll of his own that goes. Brendan Carlson with his first field goal. Now it's 21-7. 5:05 to play in the first half. RTR leading Mayer Lutheran. Dribble to the left side is Hansen. Hansen hands it off to Hansen. Cooper up the lane, floats, shoots, got another offensive foul. That's about 4 offensive fouls combined between the two teams in this game. And I think that was Cooper Hansen on the foul. So it is Mayer Lutheran ball. Full court pressure. Then they try and trap the ball handler, and they get a foul called. RTR is going to get a foul called on them in the effort to try and trap the player with the basketball. And that will bring Nenning over here for the inbound. Baden, B-A-D-E-N, Baden Nenning. 2 fouls at this point on Weston Kirk for Russell Tyler Ruthven. Things open up for Woolhouse. He takes it hard up the lane. And Kobe Woolhouse on a drive to the basket for 2. Now it's 21-9. It's Mayer Lutheran, highly ranked team, number 1 seed, trying to crawl back into this one possession at a time. Now they go to work on defense. Johnson being guarded by Menth. They come over and try and double on him. He got the ball away, and again they come in contact with a double team. They end up stealing the ball. Almost lost it then to Garrett Kern, and 2 players hit the deck. They battle for the basketball, and they are going to go with the foul on Mayer Lutheran. Ball changed hands and possessions a couple of times in quick succession. 2 or 3 players had it. They went tumbling over each other, and it's interesting that player called on the foul, Woolhouse, was underneath a player who came down on top of him, and Woolhouse got called on the foul. And, well, of course, the Mayer Lutheran fans aren't going to like it, but even when you watch the video replay, it's kind of a curious call because he was underneath, going for the ball. A player for Russell Tyler Ruthven rolled over on top of him. The officials did come together and discuss things, and now are they going to change things? They are after a discussion between the officials, and certainly no video replay involved in this by any means. A changed call appears to be being made. The officials bring together coaches Buchanan and Coach Kern. Well, the foul apparently is still going to be on Mayer Lutheran because it's just an inbound. They were going to go to the free throw line, but I guess we weren't quite up to the 1-and-1. But it is still on Mayer Lutheran, and that's why Buchanan was still left shrugging his shoulders. So there was no change, apparently.
Actually, they're in the bonus, so I'm confused by this.
Well, are they saying it was an offensive foul then? I guess they're saying maybe it was an offensive foul, that it was Crusaders basketball, and it was an offensive foul. And that's why they're not shooting free throws, but still it's a foul on Woolhouse that forced him to go take a seat on the bench. So Russell Tyler Ruthven with the ball and a 21-9 lead with 4 minutes to go in the first half. In this first Class A semifinal, Northwoods and Cass Lake Bena play next. Right here on KDHL AM 920, Faribault, Minnesota. 70th year of covering the state boys basketball tournament. Baseline to baseline coverage. Shot misses. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Mayer Lutheran. It'll stay RTR ball. And there's a little timeout on the floor. So with a 21-9 lead for Russell Tyler Ruthven, 3:42 to go in the first half on the Garlics Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard. We'll take a 1-minute break. Back in 1 minute on KDHL.
The Gusty Basketball and Leadership Camp is designed to help each player from the highly skilled to beginners. This camp is for all age groups, boys and girls. The ultimate goal of the camp is to develop well-rounded basketball players emphasizing discipline, floor presence, and team concepts. Each player will receive individual attention designed to help correct and improve areas of weakness and inexperience. Resident and day camperships are available. While this camp teaches fundamentals of basketball, kids also receive quality time used to discuss leadership, motivation, and positive living. Online registration is preferred at GustyBasketballCamp.com. Enrollment limited, filling fast, so go to GustyBasketball.com and register. Pine Island Lumber appreciates the accomplishments of the high school athletes throughout the area. They know the hard work it takes. They can also relate to projects you may need to get completed around your home or farm. That's why the full-service lumberyard provides only quality building materials like Anderson Windows and Doors, a Minnesota company you can trust. Anderson Windows and Doors are made to order, one at a time to your exact specifications. Anderson has high-performance, energy-efficient products. Pine Island Lumber is also known for their personal service, with delivery and drafting and design services to assist in making your project click every step of the way. Make Pine Island Lumber your lumberyard.
So Russell Tyler Ruthden on the inbound ends up losing the ball out to Mayor Lutheran. They take it into the front court. Three-pointer on its way well offline, but an offensive rebound. Trinidad will kick it out. Three-pointer from the left side misses. One-armed rebound by Kirk. 4 for 18 for Mayor Lutheran, 8 for 29 for Russell Tyler Ruthden. Each team shooting less than 30%. The lead is 21-9 RTR. A little bit of a scoop shot up, a tap out on the miss, and RTR gets the offensive rebound. But then what a move by Feltman. He picks the pocket of a Russell Tyler Ruthden player, and then there's a foul whistled.
Like he got tackled.
And Cooper Hansen. Big collision sent Feltman head over heels rolling into the score table on the far side of this Target Center floor. Carlson into the front court. It's 21-9, so a basket here would be down to 10 or less for a deficit for Mayor Lutheran after a really, really slow start for them. Driving in, left side, pressured on the shot, got it to go, off glass, Brendan Feltman, and Feltman on the hoop is going to get the and one chance too.
Patrick Buchanan, the head coach over there, was dancing for Mayor Lutheran. Looks like a mechanic with that towel out of his back pocket.
Well, he probably works up a little bit of a sweat, stalking back and forth. He hollers a lot. Very emphatic in his direction to his team. Missed on the free throw. Russell Tyler Ruthden gets the free throw, gets the rebound on the miss. So 21-11, 10-point deficit. The deficit was up to about 15, 16 points actually at one time. A lot of contact inside. There's a rejection. Nenning on the block.
How do they not have the ball? There's nothing but Mayor Lutheran people down there, and they lost the ball. That was a heck of a block.
Yeah, Nenning, he had 3 blocks yesterday. Averages a block a game. He had 3 blocks in yesterday's quarterfinal victory. But RTR gets the ball back. Now they throw an entry pass. High off glass, too high. Kirk. Offensive rebound. And up and in for Carter Hansen.
And again, it went right through the hands of a Mayor Lutheran player.
But Russell Tyler Ruthden getting better hustle on those rebounds. And I think the last time I looked at the H&R Block stats, it was about a 2-1 advantage in rebounding for RTR. Russell Tyler Ruthden driving in left side, pass toward the corner is, I think they were indicating that he stepped out of bounds on the baseline, or what was the call in there?
All I know is they had too much butter on their eggs for breakfast because they can't catch the ball.
There was a foul on the baseline is what happened. RTR on the foul. Brett Kelly, his first. And then some blood on the elbow of some. So there was a foul. Then there was also an elbow.
Yeah, when he's coming up the floor, I thought maybe he'd given blood or something recently. Because, when you give blood, you have that red thing around your...
Yeah. And now he's been taped up as well. But I think he has to come out of the game. One of the Mayor Lutheran players is saying that someone on Russell Tyler Ruthden also has blood.
He just threw the wrap off.
Off of his arm?
Yeah. He can't go back in if he doesn't keep the wrap on.
Maybe he's saying he's not the one that's cut, and it's the player over here for RTR who seems to have the red elbow.
Oh, he's taking his shorts down. Oh, geez.
He is. He is changing his shorts.
And he tells the crowd to give it up. I love it.
He's got on the compression shorts underneath.
Right.
And then one of the assistant coaches was trying to shield him as well, but no need to go back to the locker room when you can change your shorts on the sideline.
He pointed to the student body for RTR and says, give it up. I'm taking my shorts off.
Well, at halftime, which we are a minute and 58 away from halftime, we'll hold it here at this opportunity. Pine Island Lumber halftime report is coming up. When it's time to complete any building project, you want quality materials, and the place to go is Pine Island Lumber. So with a little bit of blood on a uniform here or there, or an elbow here or there, one guy has his left elbow taped up, another guy had his elbow taped up, and then as Gordy pointed out, tore off the tape job because apparently he was not the player that was injured. A lot of bodies have hit the floor here at Target Center, so not a surprise to have a skinned elbow here or there.
Well, RTR is a pretty good football team, too, if I remember right.
Probably so. Well, when you think that a lot of these players might very well be from the football team, certainly. So 23-11, Russell Tyler Ruthden with the lead. Minute 58 to go in the first half, and at the free throw line.
We're talking small schools here.
Nenning. Well, when I went through the list of players that are going on to play college sports off the Mayer Lutheran team, they're going to be playing baseball, football, basketball, track and field at college. So multi-sport athletes most certainly.
RTR has 130 students and Mayer Lutheran is 185. Your graduating class was that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was about 230 or 240 up
go.
in Hibbing, Minnesota.
This is the whole school.
Yeah. And all the towns from 3 different counties for Russell Tyler Ruthden. They are reviewing something right now on the far sideline. I don't know if it has to do with the player being out of bounds or not. There seemed to be a move right along the baseline right around the time a foul was called, which also was the time that it was indicated a player had blood on him or his uniform, which ultimately led to a player changing his shorts. Now that player is going to look for a new jersey. So that is number 32, Cooper Hansen. Let's see what number jersey they throw his way. Actually, that doesn't look like Cooper Hansen, though. No, that's not. But he had on the 32. Where's number 5? Oh, this is right here. So Cooper Hansen is now number 5, by the way.
And he's got the
That's good
elbow
to know.
taped.
Yeah, and he has the elbow taped. So it was Williams on the sidelines who put on Hansen's apparently bloody jersey.
Well, the shorts came off because the blood was on the shorts.
Why did he change his jersey top, though?
Probably blood on the jersey top.
Oh, well, there you go, I guess. So a new number for the player.
Blood was dripping from the elbow. So.
I see.
And
apparently
I'm surprised they haven't inspected the court. Usually they inspect the court for blood, you know.
Well, that's a very good point.
If it's dripping on your uniform, you'd think it might drip on the floor.
Yeah. So they are looking at something regarding inbounds, out of bounds. The video review has ended, and let's see what they're going to present. Both coaches will come together at midcourt once again.
Meanwhile, this guy's had to wait for about a year and a half to shoot his free throws.
And it's number 23, Nenning.
Talk about freezing a guy.
This is a 1-and-1, right? Because it wasn't a shooting foul.
Nope, he wasn't shooting.
Where do they have the total fouls? Is that on the board somewhere?
Well, we got him on our stats right here, don't we?
It's the 7th on Russell Tyler Ruthden. Free throw good for Nenning. Nenning, pretty good free throw shooter, 103 out of 142. Yesterday, they were 13 for 20 as a team in their quarterfinal victory over Mahnomen-Waubun. Nenning hits his first. Nenning hits his second. So the deficit is now 23-13 with under, so he's 73%. Deficit is 10, 23-13. Pass on the left wing. It is held by Johnson. Johnson to Hansen. Hansen with the new number 5. Head fake by Kirk in the corner. Lost the ball. Picked it up again. Gives it out for an NBA 3 for Garrett Kern. It is his second 3 of the ball game. 26-13. As Russell Tyler Ruthden. Now that looked like it was kicked, but they don't rule it such. It's a turnover. RTR with the ball. Backdoor pass. Up and good for Hansen. I thought it went off the foot of an RTR player, but no call. No one's complaining about it. It's simply a turnover and a quick basket by Russell Tyler Ruthden, leading now 28-13. And the ball is, well, they're thrown away. Mayer Lutheran, they made a run. They made a bit of a surge, got within about 10. The deficit right now is back to 15 points. Boy, and each time it looks like Mayer Lutheran might have something go their way. They've got multiple guys in position for a rebounder. Look like they're about to get a steal. Well, the Lady Luck is on the part of RTR. Big screen set by Kirk. Nearly knocked Feltman down to the floor, but Feltman fought through it. Pass to Hansen, top of the free throw line. He works to his left a couple of steps and gives it off to Hansen. And then Hansen, Carter back to Cooper Hansen. Cooper on the dribble. Milking the clock a little bit here. Goodhue County American Dairy Association. Big lead for RTR, and they're going to work it around, look for a good shot. Here's Kirk with the runner, floater through the lane. Missed it, too strong. And off the heel of the rim, it was taken down by Nenning. Nenning hustles the other way, gives to the right side. Three-pointer on its way, too strong. Rebound, good job reaching up and over by Kern. And then Hansen for the rebound with the basketball is Cooper Hansen. Baseball pass, long down to Kirk. He catches, left hand to the basket. That might be the quarterback, wide receiver, tight end combo there. Weston Kirk lays it up and in with the left hand with 5 seconds to go in the half. It's 30-13. Russell Tyler Ruthden, and the shot is not going to count. Wouldn't have counted if it had gone, but we've got a foul. We've got a foul. There is a foul before the buzzer, which will allow Mayer Lutheran to go to the free throw line.
There's no time on the clock. I don't know why those RTR guys are on the line.
Unless they decide to put time on the clock. Because they will need to put time on the clock.
Well, now they got to sort that out.
So we've had 2 video reviews here in the first half. Also had the, what was not a video review, but was the officials' review of whether free throws would have been awarded to Russell Tyler Ruthden in a scenario where they did not award free throws, even though there was a
Well, the
foul.
official that called the foul.
In this case right now, you mean?
No, on the one down
one.
here.
Yeah.
The one who called the foul thought that, the player was on offense that was fouled. And the other official came over and said, no, he was on defense.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But that involved the 3 officials coming together and sorting that out. They seem to get the call right. And now they're deciding the time. I think right now, while they're deciding the time, I think fans are booing over the call of the foul, actually. Because it's evident there seemed to be some time left.
Well, now, I wonder if they're going to talk to the coaches here.
They do bring the coaches together. Coaches are certainly getting their steps in, wandering from the bench to midcourt now 3 or 4 times in this game. Certainly want to get things right the best you can, but added pressure and added option of using video replay definitely leads to a little bit more of a scattered flow to the game. A disruptive flow.
They added 0.3 of a second on the clock.
And this is the 8th foul on Russell Tyler Ruthden.
So interestingly, nobody from there. Now they're getting Mayer Lutheran. I was going to say they got to be on the line in case he misses one. They might.
Well, they would have a chance for a tip in on a miss.
That's it.
At the line is Feltman. This is a 1-and-1. He missed a free throw earlier. 0.3 on the clock. Here's the first free throw. It's good. 30-14, Russell Tyler Ruthden with the lead. This state Class A quarterfinal. KDHL, Faribault, Minnesota. KDHLradio.com and the KDHL app for your phone. So both free throws made, inbound caught, and 2 points at the very, very end of the first half for Mayer Lutheran. They still find themselves down by a significant number, 30-15. And really, I guess, 17 probably would have been the biggest deficit that they had to deal with. On the Garlick's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard, 30-15 is our halftime score. A water filtration system from Garlick's can help with problem water. Get the details at garlickswater.com. This will take us into the Pine Island Lumber halftime report. So let's go ahead and take a 1-minute break on KDHL.
Take the Dairy 3 for Me pledge. Did you know that dairy products you've always loved are packed with nutrition? By participating in a Dairy 3 for Me pledge, you are committing to getting the 3 recommended servings of dairy by enjoying some of your favorite items like milk, cheese, and yogurt every day. Milk provides 9 essential nutrients, including calcium, potassium, phosphorus, protein, vitamins A, D, B12, riboflavin, and niacin. Milk is affordable. An 8-ounce glass of milk is only about 25 cents. This message was brought to you by the Goodhue County ADA.
All right, America. H&R Block has some good news. For a limited time only, you could get a refund advance loan of up to $3,000 the same day you file at Block. That's right. You could get up to $3,000 today. No interest. Told you it was good news. To learn more or find participating locations near you, visit hrblock.com. Get your taxes won. Optional tax refund related loan from BofI Federal Bank. Not your tax refund. $500, $750, $1,250, or $3,000 loans offered. Approval and loan amount based on expected refund and other conditions. Funds loaded on prepaid card. Tax returns may be e-filed without applying for this loan. Fees for other products or features may apply.
So we are at the half here at the Target Center. This is the semifinals of Class A. I think I misspoke there toward the end of the first half. Indeed, the semifinals in Class A, to be followed by the semifinals in Double A later on this evening here at Target Center. This first game, Russell Tyler Ruthven leading over Mayor Lutheran at the half. It is 30-15. And just what a odd start to this game. It took over 6 minutes before Mayor Lutheran had a single point. That came on a free throw. And they did not get their first field goal until there was about 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. They were down 9-1, I think 16-2 or 16-3. And they're still down by 15 points. So they are starting to get a few points on the board. But Mayor Lutheran is going to need a big second half. We are in the Pine Island Lumber halftime report. When it's time to complete any building project, you want quality materials, and the place to go is Pine Island Lumber. Now, even though Mayor Lutheran got off to a rough start trying to get any points, Russell Tyler Ruthven did not shoot very well early on either, and as a result, it's a 15-point deficit. By no means is it an insurmountable deficit here for Mayor Lutheran. They're a very good team. Russell Tyler Ruthven, of course, is a very good team as well. One of the big stats that jumps out as I look at the halftime stats right now is 31-13, a rebounding advantage for Russell Tyler Ruthven, and 12 offensive rebounds. Some of those times, the Mayor Lutheran players seem to have the RTR players outnumbered, as Gordy was saying, yet somehow the Russell Tyler Ruthven player came up with the basketball and frequently went back up for a putback opportunity in building the lead that they did. So some other stats in this first half. RTR 12 for 33 for only 36%, but Mayor Lutheran 5 for 26 for 19%. RTR 2 for 5 on three-pointers, while Mayor Lutheran is 0 for 10. 0 for 10 on three-pointers. Mayor Lutheran on the season is about a 32% three-point shooting team. Free throws, 4 for 5 for RTR, 5 for 7 for Mayor Lutheran. I just mentioned the rebounding numbers heavily in RTR's favor, 31-13. 12 offensive, 19 defensive rebounds for RTR. And for Mayor Lutheran, they have 3 offensive rebounds and 10 defensive rebounds. Turnovers are pretty close, 12 committed by Mayor Lutheran and 10 committed by Russell Tyler Ruthven. Our stats, by the way, are a service of and a huge thank you to H&R Block, Owatonna, Faribault, and Lakeville. Get your maximum refund guaranteed. Now for individual stats. For the leaders, RTR, Hansen, Carter Hansen, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. 6 points for Garrett Kern, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Cooper Hansen has 6 points with 8 rebounds. 5 points for Weston Kirk, I should say, a couple of rebounds in there. And 2 points for Jonah Johnson. He has 4 rebounds and 2 assists. So Carter Hansen is your leader, 11 points, 8 rebounds for Russell Tyler Ruthven. For Mayor Lutheran, a couple of guys have 4 points. Baden Nenning has 4 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. 4 points for Brendan Feltman. He had those 2 free throws with 0.3 of a second left, and he had a field goal earlier, so 4 points for him. 3 points for Brandon Carlson. 2 points for Woolhouse. He's got 3 rebounds and 1 assist. And 2 points for one more if we could. No, if we could get one more here, too. Maybe not. Trying to get 2 pages of the stat sheet, but he only gave me 1. Gordy and I will have to share. I think I was saying Woolhouse with 2 points and 3 rebounds with 1 assist as well. So for a first half where neither team shot very well, Russell Tyler Ruthven dominating on the boards, the offensive glass particularly, getting some putback baskets. yet their lead is by no means one where they can just book themselves into tomorrow's championship game, because they're up by 15, 30-15, with a second half to go. And Mayor Lutheran will no doubt be settled down for this second half. So we're continuing on the Pine Island Lumber halftime report here on KDHL. Be sure to get that KDHL app downloaded in order to follow along with all these semifinal games today. Yes, these semifinals today in Class A and AA, and all the championship games tomorrow on KDHL AM 920. As I understand it, that third-place game for Lakeville North, John Anderson will have the call from Gangelhoff Center at Concordia St. Paul over on Power 96 tomorrow evening for that third-place game for Lakeville North after they lost to Apple Valley yesterday, and North will play in the third-place game tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's a 4 o'clock start against Eden Prairie. But back to the original thought here in this semifinal. The first of two semifinals. Get the app downloaded, the KDHL app, to take us along wherever you go. Gordy Kosfeld is getting all set for that Northwoods versus Cass Lake Bena encounter that'll come up right after this game, as Russell Tyler Ruthton leads Mayor Lutheran at the half. It's 30-15. I'll be back with an overview of the other aspects of the state tournament in AA, Triple, and 4A when we continue with the halftime report from the Target Center in 1 minute on KDHL.
Hi, this is Chris from Garlic's Water. Are you fed up with fighting rust stains and hard water problems at home? We have a system that can solve all your headaches. A Kinetico water system. We have a wide range of Kinetico water systems to fix any problem, big or small. Give me a call at 800-722-1282 or go online at garlicswater.com and let me show you what I can do to help. At Garlic's Water, your water has never been treated so well.
Garlic's Water.
Tomorrow, you don't want to miss a very clean farm retirement auction in rural Claremont. Matt Maring's call starts 9:30 tomorrow morning at 10081 670th Street. Featured are John Deere tractors and a John Deere 9610 combine and John Deere planter, a Case skid loader, very clean farm grain trucks, tillage and spraying equipment. This equipment has been well cared for and is field ready. If you can't be there, bid online at maringauction.com.
At the half, 30-15, Russell Tyler Ruthton leading over Mayor Lutheran. By the way, points off the bench. Feltman has 4 for Mayor Lutheran, 0 points off the bench for Russell Tyler Ruthton, although all 5 of their starters have scored. And so the one sub for Mayor Lutheran does indeed have a few points to lead in scoring off the bench. There's no substitute for the quality you'll find at Cashwise Foods, Owatonna. Owatonna's low-price leader, and the Taste of Easter is going on today. I wish I could be there for it, to wander from department to department at Cashwise Foods today from 3:30 until 6:30 and sample a number of different items in each department, and then tomorrow from 11 until 2 o'clock. So Taste of Easter today, 3:30 to 6:30, Cashwise Owatonna, and tomorrow from 11 until 2. Class AA tonight at 6 o'clock. Defending state champion Minnehaha Academy. A 65-45 winner yesterday over Jordan. Jordan, incidentally, tied with Mayor Lutheran for the championship of their conference. Minnehaha Academy will play St. Cloud Cathedral. I'll have that game for you, in fact, at 6 o'clock right here on KDHL, the Mighty 920. Minnehaha Academy and St. Cloud Cathedral. Gordy saw Cathedral win in triple overtime over Esco, the Esco Moes, 64-60 a couple of days ago. And then the final semifinal of the day, second of the semifinals in AA, will have Brooklyn Center. Brooklyn Center, the number 5 ranked team, and Caledonia going head-to-head. That'll be the 8 o'clock game in Class AA. The finals are all set in AAA, where yesterday Columbia Heights scored the upset over 6-time defending state champion De La Salle, 71-69. And Columbia Heights advances to the championship game, where they will play Delano. Delano upended Austin, 80-68. The Tigers never trailed in the game. They shot 58% for the contest. And Calvin Wishart, one of those Mr. Basketball finalists, a 29-point, 19-rebound effort. Delano unseeded in the tournament, coming in at 18-11. They beat Mankato East in the opener, and that one wasn't too close either, 79-64. and then beat Austin yesterday 80-68. Delano will play for the title tomorrow night at 5 against Columbia Heights, and that leaves that big number 1 versus number 2 seed and ranked matchup between De La Salle and Austin as the third place game at 2 o'clock over at Concordia. And I imagine it'll be a very entertaining game, but it'll be for the third place trophy instead. By the way, Mankato East did win their consolation semifinal yesterday over Sauk Rapids Rice, so they will play this afternoon for the consolation championship, Mankato East against St. Thomas Academy. And for the Class 4A tournament, Cretin-Derham Hall with Daniel Oturu, the former Gopher, 24 points yesterday, a great second half, 19 of his points coming after halftime. Cretin-Derham Hall 60-56 winners over Eden Prairie. And Apple Valley, for a fourth time in the last 6 years, Apple Valley advances to the state championship game. They beat Lakeville North yesterday 58-45. They limited Lakeville North to 5 field goals in the second half. And in fact, the Panthers were 1 for 17 on 3-pointers for the ball game. Trey Jones with 16 points, 11 rebounds, and as Gordy said, some very big free throws down the stretch. Apple Valley wins the rubber game against Lakeville North after the team split during their regular conference schedule. And Apple Valley, the defending champs, will play Cretin-Derham Hall for the title in tomorrow night's 8 o'clock game here at Target Center. All 4 of those championship games will be right here on KDHL AM 920 in Faribault, Minnesota. So for the Class A, as we're closing in on the end of the halftime report, Russell Tyler Ruthven has the 30-15 lead. 30-15 lead over Mayor Lutheran. And then the second game this afternoon will feature Northwoods, last year's runner-up, against Cass Lake Bena, which is scheduled for about a 2 o'clock start. It'll probably be just a little bit after that, but we'll also have that semifinal right here on KDHL. So 30-15, Russell Tyler Ruthven with the lead. That'll wrap up on the Pine Island Lumber halftime report with quality materials and superb service. Pine Island Lumber wants to be your lumber yard. I'll get you set for the start of the second half in 1 minute on KDHL.
I learned at an early age that teamwork is essential in our everyday lives. Hi, Brian Elwer, store director at Cashwise Foods Owatonna. From my early days in youth sports, right up to playing varsity basketball for the Austin Packers, being part of the team, regardless if it's sports, work, or even everyday life, brings us a sense of accomplishment. The team at Cashwise Foods Owatonna would like to congratulate all participating teams in this year's boys state basketball tournament and wish them all the best of luck. Cashwise Foods is Owatonna's low price leader.
Water is the essential for all life. Water Systems Company, Cannon Valley Water, serves southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and western Wisconsin with the best water. Your choice of Candy Ojai purified water or Chippewa 100% spring water. Hot and cold coolers also available. Salt delivery provided for businesses or homes. The hot tap is awesome for hot chocolate teas or soups. Phone toll-free 888-452-0355. Dundas office is 645-8295.
So ready to go with the second half. Russell Tyler Ruthven leading 30-15. At the conclusion of the game, we'll look into the Taji Jewelry player or players of the game. Taji Jewelry with a number of Howard Miller grandfather clocks. They want to move those out of the store, so swing on by. Take a look. The variety of styles is great at Taji Jewelry in Kenyon. So Russell Tyler Ruthven. They've won a couple of state championships in boys basketball, 04-05. They went back-to-back. That was their last appearance at the state tournament in 04-05 after winning it in 03-04. And for Mayor Lutheran, their first trip to state came in 2000, so this is their second ever appearance at the state high school boys basketball tournament. RTR in blue. We'll be going from left to right in front of us as we sit courtside here at Target Center. Roy Koenig along with Gordy Kosfeld. Gordy getting set for the Northwoods versus Cass Lake Bena game. The second of the semifinals. Our second half lineups brought to you by Mehring Auction Company in Kenyon. Nobody does farm or real estate auctions better. MehringAuction.com. Carlson, Woolhouse, Ment, Chernagel, and Nenning are out there for Mayor Lutheran. And Johnson, Hansen, Kern, Kirk keeping in mind that number 32 Hansen is now number 5 Hansen. Still has that wrap on his left elbow. He had to change his jersey top, and for that matter, his shorts as well, with some blood on them, and no going to the locker room for him. He just took care of it. Shot misses on the opening possession of the second half, but then they create a turnover. RTR gets the ball right back, trying to finish off 2-on-2. Oh, great defense. Wow. By Menth. Instead, a long shot is taken. That misses, and a defensive rebound. Menth has the basketball. So Russell Tyler Ruthven gets a couple of chances to score right away to get that lead stretched out a little further. Denied by the Crusaders. They go inside, outside. Here's a three. That one's off. Defensive rebound taken down by Hansen. Russell Tyler Ruthven did a great job on rebounding in the first half. Go to the high post to Kirk. Kirk once on the floor. Looked like he might have dragged the foot. No call. Now gives the ball out to Kern. Kern to Kirk. Kirk's shot. Ooh, that missed. Quick outlet ahead. Intercepted by Russell Tyler Ruthven. Another turnover by the Crusaders. Now, Mayer Lutheran did not have an outrageous number of turnovers in the first half. The numbers were similar to Russell Tyler Ruthven. Our stats of service of H&R Block, Lakeville, Owatonna, and Faribault. Get your maximum refund guaranteed. This will be an inbound for RTR. Russell Tyler Ruthven, they're in the blue. The Crusaders of Mayer Lutheran are in white, black numbers, black lettering trimmed in red, and red numbers trimmed in black. Little quick on the foul call that time. And foul is going to be Nenning. That is only his first, though. Really no foul trouble on the part of Mayer Lutheran, although Cooper Hansen does have 3 for Russell Tyler Ruthven. We're a minute and a half into the second half, 30-15. Neither team has scored yet here in the second half. Little stutter, step, drive. Carter Hansen looks for help. Outside, wide open is Johnson for 3 off the glass and the heel of the rim. So he missed the shot. Second half starting off like the first. Neither team able to hit just yet. Now here's a 3 from Menth. That one skims off the rim. Offensive rebound. And a foul called on Kirk as well. Weston Kirk. Now that should be the third on him if he's the one called on the foul. That's his third. RTR on Weston Kirk. Senior. 1,000-point scorer for the Knights of RTR. Bounce inbound to Chernagel. He passes it outside to Woolhouse. Still 30-15, 2 minutes into the second half. There's a pass that was deflected. Grabbed by Nenning. Moves in left side. Runner. Reverse layup good for Baden Nenning. He's got his first points of the second half. Now it's 30-17. RTR has led throughout this game. They held Mayer Lutheran without a field goal for over 10 minutes of the first half. The opening 10 minutes of the game. Ball handed off to Kern. Into the corner to Johnson. RTR, not a deep bench with the TV timeouts. That probably helps them, but they're used to playing with a short bench. Of course, their competition is as good as it gets now here in the semifinals. Here's a basketball, and almost a player right into your living room, crashing into us quite nearly. So the ball was knocked away by Mayer Lutheran, and it will still be RTR basketball. Played into Carter Hansen. Hansen changes to the left-hand dribble, moves in left of the lane. Turns, circles through the free throw circle, and moves it over to Cooper Hansen. Cooper Hansen flings it down low. A lot of contact there. Hands the ball off, but a 3-second violation. A 3-second violation before that handoff deep in the lane, and that'll be a turnover on Russell Tyler Ruthven. We've gone 3 minutes into the second half on the Garlex Water Conditioning and Faribault scoreboard. Get the details at garlexwater.com on the Connecticut water system. Little shot inside, little baby hook shot good for Nenning. So Nenning might be heating up a bit. Averages 18 points a game, only had 4 in the first half. 30-19, an 11-point deficit. Push shot miss, rebound offensive. Kirk had it knocked out of his hands. He got fouled. And so the ball will stay in the possession of RTR. This is Menth on the foul. That's his first. And we get a timeout on the floor. As I said, RTR not a team that uses a lot of subs. You'll find subs and much more at the Cashwise Foods Deli. Cashwise Foods in Owatonna. 14:48 to go in the second half. 30-19. Russell Tyler Ruthven back in 1 minute on KDHL.
Make it personal, make it Taji Jewelry.
Awards by Taji in Kenyon can assist you in recognizing someone with plaques or trophies in a variety of styles and price ranges. Say thanks to a dedicated employee. Reward a son or daughter's accomplishments. Whatever the occasion, Taji Jewelry in Kenyon has the experience to assist in choosing the appropriate award. Teams throughout the area have used Awards by Taji because they know the service is unmatched and the price is right. The Gusty Basketball and Leadership Camp is designed to help each player from the highly skilled to beginners. This camp is for all age groups, boys and girls. The ultimate goal of the camp is to develop well-rounded basketball players emphasizing discipline, floor presence, and team concepts. Each player will receive individual attention designed to help correct and improve areas of weakness and inexperience. Resident and day camperships are available. While this camp teaches fundamentals of basketball, kids also receive quality time used to discuss leadership, motivation, and positive living. Online registration is preferred at GustyBasketballCamp.com. Enrollment limited, filling fast. So go to GustyBasketball.com and register.
Right away off the inbound, they find a man open on the outside, and Weston Kirk hits a three. That is not what he usually does. That is his 6th three on the season. He came into the state tournament with 5 3-pointers made, but Weston Kirk hits a three. It's 33-19, Russell Tyler Ruthven. They come out of the timeout, and they had a nice play, and a good job by Kirk to stand his ground as Nenning was driving at him. Nenning lost the ball through the legs of Kirk, picked up by RTR. They've got it. Cutting up the lane is Hansen, and Hansen has the ball knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. Almost 4 minutes into the second half, 33-19. Russell Tyler Ruthven, 12 out of 37 overall from the floor, 2 out of 7 now on 3-pointers. Stats a service of H&R Block. Lakeville, Owatonna, and Faribault. Don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won. Driving, Hansen, off glass, missed it. Menth came up with the rebound, but as he came down right into the hands of Hansen, Hansen came up with it. Takes the layup, attempts a layup, missed it. And then there's a foul whistled on the Crusaders in the battle underneath the hoop. Foul on Mayor Lutheran. It looks to be on Matt Menth. That'll be his second. And the third team foul on Mayor Lutheran. Free throw. First free throw misses for Kirk. Kirk just hit the 3-pointer a moment ago. And does hit the second free throw. 4. He's got 9 points in the game. I think he had 20 points in yesterday's game. Weston Kirk, 18-point, 8 rebound average. Timeout is taken by Mayor Lutheran with their player trapped in the front court. Just hold it here on our timeout. Second half coverage of the state semifinals, 34-19. Russell Tyler Ruthven leading over Mayor Lutheran. Mayor Lutheran shooting is 7 out of 30 for 23%. They shot 50% yesterday, and Russell Tyler Ruthven shot 60% yesterday. They're shooting just 32% today, 13 for 41. Rebounding differential is still roughly a 2-1 margin in favor of RTR, 35-18 over Mayor Lutheran out of Section 2. RTR comes out of Section 3, by the way. Turnovers, 15 for Mayor Lutheran, 11 for RTR. And 17-point lead is the biggest that Russell Tyler Ruthven has had. Right now they've got a 15-point lead. A lot of red and a lot of blue here inside Target Center. Recently redone and looking very sharp. And maybe, just maybe, not only will Target Center host the state basketball championships tomorrow, all 4 championship games in the state playoffs this week, maybe, just maybe, Target Center will host some NBA playoff basketball as well, as the Timberwolves are sitting in 7th place in the standings of the Western Conference right now. Mayor Lutheran down 15 with 13 and a half minutes to go in the game on the Garlick's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard, and they have the basketball. Right side, Woolhouse drives to the top of the lane, turns back, looks for help, hands the ball off to Nenning. Nenning delivers it to Carlson. Carlson to Woolhouse. Woolhouse setting up a screen, goes the other way, gives it back out to Nenning. Nenning drives, elevates from 16 feet away, missed it. Rebound, this time an offensive rebound. Carlson kicks it out to Woolhouse. Woolhouse for three. Off the rim, rebounded by Hansen. Hansen looked like he wanted to run. He'll slow it down. Half-court defense, of course, here on the missed free throw by Mayor Lutheran. Putting on some pressure in the corner was Chernagel all over Kirk. Kirk trying to get position. Little head fake by Kirk. Shovels it underneath. Pass deflected, but it went right to a teammate. Johnson then hurls it along the baseline over to Kern. Nice ball movement here by RTR. They're getting a little fancy. Kicked it out to the right corner. Here's the drive by Johnson. Tries kind of a reverse layup. Hook shot over his head. Not sure what that was. Missed the shot. Rebounded it the other way. Woolhouse will hold up. Take a shot, miss. Get his own rebound off for second miss and miss that one as well. Off glass and off the front of the rim. Mayor Lutheran is having a terrible time shooting the rock in this game. Down 34-19 to Russell. Tyler Ruthden with 12-12 to go in the second half. Pass down low, in close, missed it, and then the rebound. Tell you what, the official right in front of me sometimes screens what's going on, but Russell Tyler Ruthden missed a close-in shot, and then there's a foul whistled against RTR in battling for the rebound. And Weston Kirk is called on the foul, so that's some foul trouble here for RTR, a team that doesn't go real deep on its bench, don't use a lot of subs. Cashwise Foods Owatonna, Taste of Easter today, 3:30 to 6:30, and tomorrow 11 to 2 at the Cashwise Foods in Owatonna. Three-point try by Woolhouse, missed it. Rebound trying to save it from going out of bounds as it was going out of bounds. Chernagel, actually he is out of bounds as he touches the basketball, so it will belong to RTR. 11:54 to go. 34-19. RTR with the lead. They're going to bring in a sub. This is Feltman into the game from Mayor Lutheran. Nenning is on the floor along with Carlson and Hagen and Chernagel. Into the front court is Cooper Hansen, Johnson, Hansen, Kelly, and Kern. The others out there. Kirk is the one with 4 fouls that just took a seat on the bench. Kelly passed it to a cutter but tried to thread it into danger. Somehow wrestled his way back to the basketball. Got tied up with one of the Crusaders, Hagen. It'll be a jump ball that belongs to RTR. But a little bit of a dangerous pass. Wait, no, it's actually possession arrow the other way. So a bit of a dangerous pass that does lead to a turnover on the part of Russell Tyler Ruthden. And so the basketball goes back to, and that is the 11th or 12th turnover on RTR, 15 turnovers on Mayor Lutheran. Russell Tyler Ruthden leading 34-19. We're at 11:20 to go in the second half of this state Class A semifinal. Northwoods and Cass Lake Bena are on deck. Here's a runner, floater, in and out. Mayor Lutheran still not able to buy a basket, and then there's a 4-man pileup. Absolutely cradling that basketball was number 10, Jonah Johnson. But there was a 3 or 4-man pileup in trying to get that ball and give Johnson the basketball, and it belongs to Russell Tyler Ruthden. Fighting hard for the basketball. Mayor Lutheran knows they're still in the game, down by 15 with 11 minutes to go. But they do need a run at some point. They're still doing a nice job defensively, and RTR is missing some shots as well. So they've had the opportunity maybe to pull away more than they have, and they haven't taken advantage of that. Here's a runner. Shot is blocked by Nenning, but rebounded by RTR. Kicked out to the left wing to Hansen. Hansen passes it down low to Kelly. Kelly outside to Johnson. Johnson drives up the lane, has the ball jarred free, but right into the hands of a teammate, and Carter Hansen goes up and in with it. St. Patrick's Day might have been last weekend, but RTR has gotten awfully lucky on some of these plays. Ball knocked free, they go right to their teammates. Now RTR traps the ball handler in the front court. He finds his teammate down low, player open in the left corner for a 3 that almost hit the shot clock. And here, almost an offensive rebound by Mayor Lutheran instead of rebound. A fast break chance at the other end. And the first points off the bench for Russell Tyler Ruthden. Their lead is as big as ever at 19 points, 38-19 over Mayor Lutheran. And Mayor Lutheran is going to take a timeout. You'll love a Connecticut water softener from Garlick's Water Conditioning in Faribault on the Garlick's scoreboard. It's 38-19. Russell Tyler Ruthden We'll pause for 30 seconds here on KDHL.
Pine Island Lumber knows the hard work it takes to compete in high school athletics. They can also relate to projects you may need to get completed around your home or farm. That's why the full-service lumber yard provides only quality building materials like Marvin Windows and Doors, a Minnesota company you can trust. Marvin Windows and Doors are made to order one at a time to your exact specifications. Marvin has high-performance, energy-efficient products. Pine Island Lumber is also known for their personal service, with delivery and drafting and design services to assist in making your project click every step of the way. Make Pine Island Lumber your lumber yard.
Mayor Lutheran elects to take the timeout. Of course, when the TV timeouts factor in here, sometimes a TV timeout will trump a team timeout. Every possible bounce and roll in this game has gone to Russell Tyler Ruthven. Whether it's balls that have been knocked free by Mayor Lutheran players that go right to another night, or the offensive rebounds, or I just saw Feltman for Mayor Lutheran bend down to pick up an offensive rebound that fumbled out of his hands. As Gordy said, these guys' hands are covered with butter, maybe from the Goodhue County American Dairy Association, that they have lost a chance at some basketballs. Mayor Lutheran has. And sometimes they'll have 3 or 4 guys around the hoop over a missed shot, and they aren't even able to get that rebound. 10 minutes to go, 38-19. Here they go again. They lose the ball, and then the battle on the floor, jump ball. Jump ball this time is going to remain on the part of Mayor Lutheran. Bit of a rugby look to things, in fact, as when the ball is loose on the floor, players are diving after it. I'll keep saying it for another couple of minutes, and Mayor Lutheran has enough time to stage a comeback, but that window of opportunity is quickly closing here. They're down by 19 points, as big a deficit as they have faced. And there's still just under 10 minutes to go. There's Chernagel. He'll drive in after he has no one to pass it to. And Chernagel, who only had 1 field goal in the first half, had 16 points yesterday, has his second field goal of the game, 38-21. Inside shot missed. There's one night there. He got the rebound. Knocked out of his hands, but he never lost the ball, and Hansen passes it out to Cooper Hansen. Yet another time, just the hustle has been here for Russell Tyler Ruthven. Some good bounces and some good hustle. Now the ball stolen away. That time it is knocked out of the hands. It was, I think it was Woolhouse that started the turnover. Woolhouse gets the ball back from Feltman. Mayor Lutheran with the ball. They're down by 17 points. Nenning kicks it out. Feltman, top of the lane, had nowhere to go with it. Now it's lobbed low post. Turnaround move, set up, missed the shot. Now he did get fouled, but Nenning missed the chance at the basket that would have resulted in the opportunity for a three-point play. Instead, it'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Number 5, Cooper Hansen. Now that is his 4th. RTR, a team that does not sub often, Cashwise Foods Owatonna, has 2 of their starters in foul trouble. Free throw good for Nenning. Nenning, a good free throw shooter. 103 out of 142 coming into this state tournament. Goes to the line a lot, far and away. Not far and away, but the most free throws of his team. A few more than Chernagel. So first free throw good. Second free throw is good as well. He's 4 of 4 from the line today. Remember, we'll look at the Taji Jewelry player or players of today's game and a brief post-game wrap-up before we get things set up for Northwoods versus Cass Lake Bena. Falling to his knees was Hansen, kept the dribble going, and then he ends up getting fouled by Mayor Lutheran player. That'll be number 3, the player, number 3, Brandon Carlson. Carlson, his first foul. His first. Inbounded into the backcourt is Kelly. Kelly is one of those bench players for RTR. Loops it into the right corner to Hansen. This is the Carter-Hansen variety. Cooper is the other one. Cooper, I think, is on the bench with the 4 fouls. The sub into the game, by the way, is House Waddell. They get the ball inside. Shot miss. Rebounded by Woolhouse for Mayor Lutheran. 8:25 to go. 38-23. Woolhouse takes it all the way and scores the basket. Kobe Woolhouse on the basket. He had 16 points yesterday. He has 4 today. 38-25, 8:10 to go. On the Garlick's Water Conditioning and Faribault scoreboard, garlicswater.com. driving in, looping it up and off, and a rebound taken down by Nenning. Long outlet ahead to Woolhouse. Sharp pass ahead, fast break. That might have been too fast. They didn't lose the ball, but then there's a foul whistled on the Crusaders. They didn't lose the ball. They were trying to finish off the fast break. The pass from Woolhouse had a lot of heat on it. Feltman got to it, but was too far underneath the hoop. Tried to put it up and in, missed the shot. Defensive rebound for RTR, and then a foul whistled against the Crusaders. Foul was whistled on Woolhouse. That'll be his third. So he's got 3. You've got 2 players, and Russell Tyler Ruthven just lost the ball out of bounds. Players are questioning the call. Garrett Kern cannot make any headway in that sense. The turnover by RTR happened right in front of the Mayer Lutheran bench. So Mayer Lutheran has the ball on the offensive side. They're down by 13 points, just under 8 minutes to play. Here's the 3. Kicks out. Nice job on the rebound by Garrett Kern. He skied for that one. Kern averages 3 rebounds a game. Grab that one to get the ball back for RTR. Now, he tried to get fancy with a between-the-legs dribble. That was Hansen, actually, and he almost lost the ball. Then the shot from the right wing by Kelly misses, rebounded by Woolhouse. 7:35 to go, 38-25. Ball knocked away, but the Crusaders hang on to it. Mayer Lutheran, that's Feltman on the dribble. Returns it, reverses it back to Carlson. Carlson to Nenning. Nenning drive, float, baseline, shot around, and just does not go. Carter Hansen gets the rebound. Cannot buy a hoop in this game. And we've got blood. Bloody nose. This would be the other Hansen. We already had Cooper Hansen have to change his shorts and his jersey. And a timeout will be taken. I'll hold it here on this timeout. We'll keep it here on this timeout as there's a timeout on the floor, and we'll look in on some of the stats. A service of H&R Block, Lakeville, Owatonna, and Faribault. Don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won. Mayer Lutheran still is just at 21% shooting. They are 0 for 16 on three-pointers. Russell Tyler Ruthven is at 30% shooting, 15 for 50, and is 3 for 9 on three-pointers. Free throw shooting, Mayer Lutheran 7 for 9, and RTR is 5 for 7. Rebounding, my goodness, 45-25. The rebounding margin in Russell Tyler Ruthven's favor, and 17 of those rebounds are offensive rebounds. Turnovers are nearly dead even, 15-14. Mayer Lutheran has coughed the ball up one extra time. But with both teams shooting so poorly, RTR has had a lot of offensive rebounds and a lot of second chance opportunities. That'll be a good stat to look at when we actually get the numbers for how many second chance points they've actually scored off those 17 offensive rebounds. Back underway with 7:10 to go, 38-25. Russell Tyler Ruthven has led throughout. Floater in the lane, too strong. Tapped up in the air, taken down by Nenning, and then a bit of a battle. It's a jump ball that belongs to Russell Tyler Ruthven. Some of the Crusader fans, looks like some grandmas standing up saying, hey, that was a foul. That wasn't a jump ball, that was a foul. So the basketball belongs to RTR underneath their offensive hoop. We're at 7:01 to go in the second half, 38-25. Russell Tyler Ruthven, KDHL, 70th year of baseline-to-baseline coverage of the State High School Boys Basketball Tournament. I'm Roy Koenig alongside Gordy Kosfeld. And on the dribble, this is Cooper Hansen. Hansen hands it off to Kern. Kern into the corner. Gives the ball to Hauswedel. Back out to Kern for a three. Skims off the rim. Backside rebound, Nenning. Long outlet pass ahead to Carlson. Carlson races. Got it. Carlson on the driving layup. He's got 5 points. It's now 38-27, an 11-point deficit, 6:25 remaining. Over the Timberwolf logo at midcourt. Cooper Hansen into the front court. Gets a screen. Drives hard. Draws contact. There's a foul against the Crusaders. It is not a shooting foul, and it appears to be the 6th foul on Mayer Lutheran. Again, not a shooting foul, but it looks like it's going to be foul number 5 on Colby Woolhouse. I'm sorry, number 4. He is number 5. He is player number 5. It is foul number 4 on Woolhouse. He becomes the first with 4 fouls. There are 2 players for Russell Tyler Ruthven that have 4 fouls. We have a timeout on the Garlic's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard with 6:20 to go in the second half. Russell Tyler Ruthven 38, Mayer Lutheran 27. Back in 30 seconds on KDHL.
Take the Dairy 3 for Me pledge. Did you know that dairy products you've always loved are packed with nutrition? By participating in a Dairy 3 for Me pledge, you are committing to getting the 3 recommended servings of dairy by enjoying some of your favorite items like milk, cheese, and yogurt every day. Milk provides 9 essential nutrients, including calcium, potassium, phosphorus, protein, vitamins A, D, B12, riboflavin, and niacin. Milk is affordable. An 8-ounce glass of milk is only about 25 cents. This message was brought to you by the Goodhue County ADA.
Fans are getting into it, exchanging some pleasantries across the arena toward each other and also toward their team to fire them up. 6:20 remaining in the second half with RTR leading 38-27. Mayor Lutheran won't go away, but at the same time, all these lucky bounces or fortunate bounces, and some of them have definitely been lucky. It's certainly players being in the right place at the right time, but some of them have been lucky as well for RTR. Some of those balls that have been jabbed away, but instead of going to a Crusader, end up going back to a Russell Tyler Ruthton player. RTR with the basketball. They lead by 11 with 6:15 to go. Attacking the basket to the right, RTR in blue. Here's a ball jabbed free by Nenning, but picking it up again is Nelson, or I should say Hansen. Hansen into the corner. Three-pointer off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Chernagel. Quick outlet to Hansen. And Hansen almost lost it into the front court. He throws it into the hands of a RTR player, but then grabbed back by Feltman. Mayor Lutheran. Here's a three-pointer by Nenning. That's too strong. Rebound Chernagel up and in. Chernagel on the put-back basket. 38-29. This is the first time in a long time that it's been less than a 10-point gap. 5:35 to go. Oh, stumbling is Hansen over his own feet. Lost the basketball. Outlet ahead on his own. Here's Chernagel. He attempted the flush and missed it. Following up is Nenning. He is fouled. He will get the chance at the free throw line, but oh boy. Trying to slam dunk it for a little bit of excitement. He missed the slam dunk. Did Chernagel, the 6'7" senior. Fortunate for him and all the Mayor Lutheran faithful. Following up on the play, Nenning will go to the free throw line. Last thing they need is a missed chance at points here for Mayor Lutheran, trying to rally back, still down by 9. First free throw up and good. 5 for 5 from the line for Nenning. 38-30.
We got a game now, Roy.
We do. Mayor Lutheran was doing enough to stick around, and Russell Tyler Ruthton never really pulled away. I know they were up by 18 or 19, but apparently, well, there's a missed free throw. He was 5 for 5 from the line, now 5 for 6. 8-point gap, 5:20 to go. A foul on Feltman, and we're up to the 1-and-1. That'll be the first on Feltman, I believe. No, I take that back. His third on Feltman. And the 7th on Mayor Lutheran. Only 4 fouls have been committed by Russell Tyler Ruthton. So this is a 1-and-1 for Hansen. Carter Hansen good on the free throw. He's 4 for 4 on free throws today. About a 60% free throw shooter on the season. Carter Hansen had 16 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists yesterday. Second free throw good, so only 1 free throw made down here, 2 made here. It's a 10-point gap with 5:15 to go. And they forgot to turn the clock on.
They did?
Yeah, the clock is not moving.
It's not moving.
And now one of the officials just realized it.
But the guy on the clock didn't realize it.
Probably have to take off about 5 seconds, I imagine.
Maybe he had a quick cat nap there.
Might want to see if he graduated from Mayor Lutheran or not.
I've been known to have that happen at the computer doing blogs at night.
The game itself, though, even though it's been a double-digit deficit most of the way, it's been an exciting game. And no reason to doze off during the contest. They've put it down to 5:13. That's fair. All right, now the clock is resumed as Carlson takes the ball into the front court. 10 points, 40-30. And there's a bump from behind, a foul on RTR.
And it was. I mean, there's no question it was a foul. This coach is not real happy.
Jonah Johnson, his third personal foul.
Well, they do have another foul to give here.
Yep.
But that's not one I would have given.
5 minutes remaining, 10-point lead. Ball handed off to Carlson. Carlson lobs it underneath to Chernagel. Ooh, it almost popped away from him. Kicks it out to Menth. Now into the right corner is Nenning. Not trying to hurry. They're looking for a good shot inside to Chernagel.
Nice move.
Yep, spin move and takes it right to the basket.
Great drop step.
Now it's 8. 40-32. Into the front court is Hansen. Hansen, top of the key. Out to Cooper Hansen.
RTR is going to do some milking of the clock here. Make those dairy producers proud.
Goodhue County, ADA, make that 3 servings pledge. Now out of the right corner is Johnson. Falls down in traffic, lost the ball. It ends up being a 4-on-1 at the other end. Chernagel weaves his way to the basket. Nenning weaves his way to the basket. Now it's 40-34.
Wow, what a comeback.
And the fans are loving it. We've got a timeout on the floor on the Garlics Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard. A timeout. 4:03 to go. It's a 6-point game. RTR 40-34 over Mayor Lutheran. Back in 30 seconds.
All right, America. H&R Block has some good news. For a limited time only, you could get a refund advance loan of up to $3,000 the same day you file at Block. That's right. You could get up to $3,000 today. No interest. Told you it was good news. To learn more or find participating locations near you, visit hrblock.com. Get your taxes won. Optional tax refund related loan from BofI Federal Bank. Not your tax refund. $500, $750, $1,250, or $3,000 loans offered. Approval and loan amount based on expected refund and other conditions. Funds loaded on prepaid card. Tax returns may be e-filed without applying for this loan. Fees for other products or features may apply.
So 4:03 remaining, and a 40-34 lead for RTR. Their lead had been as big as 19 points. They had a 19-point lead with 10 minutes to go in the second half. It is now a 6-point lead with 4 minutes to go in the second half. Percentage-wise, Mayor Lutheran 24% shooting, RTR 28. Mayor Lutheran is 0 for 17 on three-pointers.
I don't think I'd be shooting any threes.
Maybe not. Maybe it just is not your day. What's funny is on the season, over 200 three-pointers made.
Well, it's their game, but they're shooting NBA threes, and they don't shoot NBA threes typically during the season, I'm guessing.
That far arc is an awful long way out there.
Yeah, there's quite a difference, isn't it?
It's amazing. All right, coming out of the timeout, 4:03 to go. Fans for both sides on their feet. In fact, the players for Mayor Lutheran, the reserves are on their feet on the bench. Those Cash-Wise Foods of Owatonna subs. Now they sit back down. Ball turned over. Crusaders with the basketball down 6, and they got just a little too hurriedly trying to move it up the court, and they turned it right back over.
How many turnovers are there in this game?
Well, it's about 16 apiece now. That number is actually even either way. And the percentage shooting is pretty even. And while 0 for 17 on three-pointers, Russell Tyler Ruthven 3 for 11. On the season, they came in with 130 made threes. Boy, from behind.
That was a reach-in, wasn't it?
Well, that's just it. Some fans felt it could have been a reach-in. Instead, it's Nenning creating a tie-up. That'll be a turnover, and the ball belongs to Mayor Lutheran.
Fans behind us are a little upset.
Now we've got another player for
blood.
Yeah, blood on the part of one of the players. Now this is Carter Hansen. Cooper Hansen is the other one who had blood. Now Carter's going to have to get things taken care of.
Yeah,
so
they'd never be good fighters. They're bleeders.
Yeah, Brett Kelly comes into the game. Yeah, as it is, Carter has a plug up his nose because he had a bloody nose. Now he has blood somewhere on his uniform. And believe it or not, it was a Mayor Lutheran fan hollering from the crowd that brought it to the attention of the official. Inside was Nenning. Outside, inside, high post. Nenning goes through traffic, lost the handle on the ball, and it goes out of bounds off of his leg. 3:25 to go. It's still 6 points. Russell Tyler Ruthven 40-34.
Yeah, but that can't feel real comfortable if you're an RTR fan.
Well, that's just it. They've had chances to really pull away in this game with all the struggles that Mayor Lutheran has had, but they've had some terrible struggles of their own, shooting very poorly.
This pressure's caused some turnovers.
It has, and let's see what Woolhouse does as into the front court. Now they come over to, coming over to help him out is Hansen to get the ball. Hansen gets picked up by Menth. Passes it over to the left side. Russell, Tyler, Ruthven in no hurry, but they do launch a three. That missed.
Oh,
and the ball in the corner picked up by Woolhouse. Kind of a quick shot on that possession when you're up by 6 late in the game. 3 minutes remaining, 40-34. GarlicsWater.com on the scoreboard. 6-point lead.
Nice
Underneath Nenning. Releases, missed it. Got his own rebound. Put back basket. Good for Nenning.
Well, he's had a great second half.
11 points in the second half, 15 in the game, I believe, for Nenning. And it is a 4-point game with 2:35 to go. With the ball, Kern. Loose ball! Turned over. Here's Mayer Lutheran again. Nenning kind of slows his way, and a charge is called on Nenning.
That was a horrible call. That was not a charge.
And Coach Buchanan cannot believe it.
It was a horrible call, don't you think?
I agree, and I'll bet you anything we don't see that replay. They are showing some replays. Not that it would be video review by any means, but just the idea of showing the replay. They've showed some.
He kind of ran by him and he fell down from the wind. It might have been a little, but no charge.
It's a tough call to come late in a game that's very close all of a sudden. 2:15 to go, 4-point lead. Carter Hansen got himself cleaned up. He's back in the game.
I'm milking clock here if I'm RTR.
And they do dribble through the lane, and then a foul is called. Probably Nenning on the foul, which would be his third, I believe. And it is a 1-on-1 chance for RTR.
This guy looks like he's been in a prize fight, doesn't he?
He has gotten dinged up. Well, RTR doesn't sub a whole lot, so their players are out there for most of the game. Their main 5 guys actually maybe go 7 total.
Had that piece of cotton plug in his nose.
Free throw good. This is at the Hansen at the line.
Got to keep your Hansen straight.
How do I keep them straight? I'm not even sure. And then one of them goes and changes his number.
I mean, they look like they're...
Well, they must be twins. Pair of juniors. And the second free throw good for Carter.
They can pull a switcheroo on a date.
With the basketball is Nenning into the front court. It's a 6-point game with 2 minutes to go. Inside to Chernagel, trying to get it back to Nenning. Knocked out of bounds by RTR, so it stays Mayer Lutheran ball.
Coach Brazil's going crazy over there.
So minute 52 to go. Inbound by Mayer Lutheran. Inbounded to Nenning. It was almost tipped out of his hands. Little fade away from the free throw line. In and out. Rebound is taken down by Hansen.
I mean,
Carter.
Coach Buchanan. He looks like Coach Brazil.
And into the front court. This is RTR with the ball. Maybe milking a little bit. Goodhue County American Dairy Association. That 3 a day for your protein fix. 1:30 to go. 6-point game. Driving in is Cooper Hansen. Cooper to Kirk.
Oh, man.
Boy, oh boy. Kirk almost threw it over the head of Carter Hansen.
He's dribbling too much.
Double team there. Foul committed by Carlson of Mayer Lutheran. And this might put it to the double bonus. It does.
And these free throws, if he makes them, will pretty much do it, don't you think?
It's getting to that point. It's a 6-point game. 2 possession right now at 42-36 with a minute 18 to go. 2-shot chance here for Carter Hansen. Got the first. Now a 7-point game.
Looks like they're going to be playing for a state championship tomorrow.
They've got 2 championship trophies for basketball already.
The Knights of Russell Tyler Ruthven.
Missed the second free throw. It's rebounded by Chernagel. They hurry it ahead. 3-pointer from the left wing, and now they're 0 for 18 on 3-pointers.
Oh, my,
rebound was taken by Kern, and then Kern does get brought down hard. But Mayer Lutheran is left with little choice with 1:08 to go, down by 7, 43-36.
They almost did it, Roy. They almost made the comeback.
They got within 4. Down by 19. They got to within 4. But just too many things went wrong for Mayer Lutheran and went right for Russell Tyler Ruthven. Free throw good.
You ever been to Russell Tyler or Ruthven?
Have not been.
Me either.
But Adam Connor, John's son, lives right in that area.
No kidding.
Yep, right in that area. In fact, I met his neighbor at the barn yesterday.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
small world.
Yes, it is. Here's a three-pointer by Woolhouse. Missed that. Tap out.
1 for 18.
Yeah. I think it's still O, actually.
Oh, is it O?
Yeah, it's O. And we get a foul whistled against Mayor Lutheran with under a minute to go. Any free throws made here will boost it back to a double-digit lead. They got it to within 4.
It is 0 for 18. That's incredible.
Yeah, just
you
amazing.
Can't even luck one in.
Both teams shot very poorly to begin with. What's ironic right now is
they just played yesterday.
Free throw, yeah.
They got to play tomorrow, and they don't, the smaller schools don't have as deep a bench normally.
Exactly. RTR doesn't use their bench hardly at all.
Well, I shouldn't say that. The big schools aren't using much bench either in this tournament, but I'm just saying that in theory they should have more kids.
Second free throw coming by Kirk. He missed the first, but this second one would give his team a 10-point lead at 46-36. 58 seconds to go. Feltman will take it into the front court. Team that can't shoot the three is not going to attempt a three, and Woolhouse will be allowed to take it to the basket. That's fine. Now Woolhouse almost runs over Johnson. Johnson flings it ahead and to the basket. Was good for Kern. Kern had 16 points yesterday, just 8 today, but it's not going to matter. Three-pointer, that one's short. Rebounded by Johnson.
NBA again, though.
Yeah. And there's a foul. It's all kind of elementary at this point. 31 seconds to go, and RTR leads by 10, 48-38. They'll take more free throws. But Mayor Lutheran, team that was the number 1 seed, knocked out number 1 ranked Springfield to get here. It's going to be Russell Tyler Ruthden that gets to the championship game.
Yeah, they almost did.
It was a pretty impressive comeback.
I do say so. What was the score at the half?
The halftime score was 30-15.
And they had a 20-point lead, didn't they, or close to it?
19. Yep, 19 came with 10 minutes and 14 seconds to go, but then got it within 4 with 3 or 4 minutes to go.
It was doable.
Missed the second free throw.
Got to hurry here, boys.
49-38. There's a three. That one's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Cooper Hansen. Gets it out quickly to Kern. To Carter Hansen. And I don't know that they're going to commit fouls anymore.
They'll for 20, huh?
They're not. 10 seconds to go. Handed off into the corner is Kirk. Shoveled underneath to Johnson. And that is going to be your ball game. Russell Tyler Ruthden with the victory. Making it to the state championship game tomorrow with a 49-38 win. 49. Oops, I got to write it the right way on my book here. 49-38 is the score. We will take a 2.5-minute break and come back for our post-game wrap-up and the Taji Jewelry player or players of today's game in 2.5 minutes.
Hi, this is Chris from Garlic's Water. Are you fed up with fighting rust stains and hard water problems at home? We have a system that can solve all your headaches. A Kinetico water system. We have a wide range of Kinetico water systems to fix any problem, big or small. Give me a call at 800-722-1282 or go online at garlicswater.com and let me show you what I can do to help. At Garlic's Water, your water has never been treated so well.
Garlic's Water.
Tomorrow, you don't want to miss a very clean farm retirement auction in rural Claremont. Matt Maring's call starts 9:30 tomorrow morning at 10081 670th Street. Featured are John Deere tractors and a John Deere 9610 combine and John Deere planter, a Case skid loader, very clean farm grain trucks, tillage and spraying equipment. This equipment has been well cared for and is field ready. If you can't be there, bid online at maringauction.com.
I learned at an early age that teamwork is essential in our everyday lives. Hi, Brian Elwer, store director at Cashwise Foods Owatonna. From my early days in youth sports, right up to playing varsity basketball for the Austin Packers, being part of the team, regardless if it's sports, work, or even everyday life, brings us a sense of accomplishment. The team at Cashwise Foods Owatonna would like to congratulate all participating teams in this year's boys state basketball tournament and wish them all the best of luck. Cashwise Foods is Owatonna's low price leader.
Water is the essential for all life. Water Systems Company Cannon Valley Water serves southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and western Wisconsin with the best water. Your choice of Candy Ojai purified water or Chippewa 100% spring water. Hot and cold coolers also available. Salt delivery provided for businesses or homes. The hot tap is awesome for hot chocolate teas or soups. Phone toll free 888-452-0355. Dundas office is 645-8295.
Make it personal. Make it Taji Jewelry.
Awards by Taji and Kenyon can assist you in recognizing someone with plaques or trophies in a variety of styles and price ranges. Say thanks to a dedicated employee. Reward a son or daughter's accomplishments. Whatever the occasion, Taji Jewelry in Kenyon has the experience to assist in choosing the appropriate award. Teams throughout the area have used Awards by Taji because they know the service is unmatched and the price is right.
On the post-game show from Target Center, with the conclusion of the broadcast upon us, it's time for the Taji Jewelry player or players of today's game. As we just heard, Taji Jewelry in Kenyon with a great selection of diamonds, just waiting for a home. Your home. You don't want just any diamond. You want a Taji Jewelry diamond. The players of the game for the team that came up short today, Mayor Lutheran, a double-double for Baden Nenning. He scored most of his points in the second half, 11 points in the big comeback attempt as the team trailed by 19 points with 10 minutes to go, got to within 4. He scored 15 in the second half and had 15 points, 11 in the second half, and 11 rebounds. So a double-double for Baden Nenning, and he is the Mayor Lutheran player of the game. And on the other side, Carter Hansen ended up with a double-double, 18 points, 16 rebounds. And I'm sure a lot of those, or at least a number of those, were offensive rebounds. This team did a great job on the boards in a big way when we get to the overall stats. Russell Tyler Ruthton, 18 points, 16 rebounds for Carter Hansen, 8 for 9 from the free throw line. He is the Taji Jewelry player of the game for Russell Tyler Ruthton, advancing to the state championship game with the 49-38 victory. Big thanks to the Goodhue County ADA. Take the Dairy 3 for Me pledge. Add 3 servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt to your diet and power your day with protein. No substitute for the quality you'll find at Cashwise Foods of Owatonna. Owatonna's low-price leader, and they've got their Taste of Easter today from 3:30 to 6:30, and tomorrow from 11 to 2. Find out all about those great items and sample a number of different items in all those different departments at Cashwise Foods in Owatonna. A couple of the closing stats of today's game. So 49-38, Russell Tyler Ruthton with the win. They out-rebounded Mayor Lutheran 52-33, 18 offensive rebounds. Shooting percentage, only 29% for Russell Tyler Ruthton, but 27% for Mayor Lutheran, who went 0 for 21 on three-pointers, while Russell Tyler Ruthton was 3 for 12. RTR was 14 for 19 on free throws, and Mayor Lutheran was 8 for 11 on free throws. 3 players in double figures for RTR, 18 for Hansen, 10 each for Garrett Kern and Weston Kirk. Just the 1 player in double figures for Mayor Lutheran, 15 points for Nenning. Turnovers 18-19, those were virtually dead even. But that rebounding number and the 0 for 21, a couple of numbers that certainly jump out. And all the numbers will jump out in the right way for you when you go to H&R Block of Lakeville, Owatonna, and Faribault. Get your maximum refund guaranteed. Coming up on Northwoods versus Cass Lake Bena, and then Gordy will have the Pine Island Lumber halftime report when we hit halftime of the next semifinal game in Class A. And he'll have those starting lineups for you, presented by Mehring Auction Company in Kenyon, just before a 2:30 tap. On your Garlick's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard, the final score in the opening game of the semifinals in Class A today, 49-38, Russell Tyler Ruthton defeating Mayor Lutheran. The number 1 seed goes down, and Russell Tyler Ruthton, the number 4 seed, advances to the championship game. A water filtration system from Garlick's can help with problem water. Get the details at garlickswater.com. Anything else, Gordy? 2:25, we'll be back on air from Target Center. for the second of the Class A semifinal games. In addition to the just mentioned sponsors, our thanks as well to the Gusty Basketball and Leadership Camp St. Peter and Cannon Valley Water, part of Water Systems of Minnesota. For Gertie Kosfeld, I'm Roy Koenig. And for John and Carly back at the KDHL studios with our 70th year of coverage of the State High School Boys Basketball Tournament. Semifinal Friday, the Class A opener goes to Russell Tyler Ruthven by a score of 49-38 over Mayer Lutheran. We're back for the second Class A semifinal in about 20 minutes.